Not so good. There we go, perfect.
Hey, Maria.
Lisa, we're back again.
We are back, and we have one of our favorites.
Yes, yes.
So, this is the thing about coming to KonnectHouse, is that you get to meet and really build these relationships with people on a one-to-one, which is really so fun. So the next guest, I have known for many years. I'm going to say 6. I'm going to put 6 out there as I think maybe the number. 6 years. Off and on. We've started meeting in person lately, which has been great. We're going to get to a December event that we're going to have pretty soon, but great program, great platform. So I'd like to introduce you to Lihi Luton from Upstream.
Yes, we met back in May in KonnectHouse and Lone Wolf, and it was great interview. But welcome back.
I'm so happy to be here. When I saw you, the two of you yesterday, I was like, yeah,
they're back.
They're back.
So excited to talk to you about Upstream, because when we first met, I don't want to say it was at the idea stage. You were beyond the idea stage, but you were at the building stage.
Yes.
I don't feel like you're building anymore. You're built.
Yes, but we are constantly building, because if you do not build, you get behind.
You're renegating.
Oh, you become stagnant. Yes.
You need to continue in building all the time, but you're on spot. When we first met, it was between the ideation and the trial and looking at what's out there, speaking with people that know the space very well to better understand what's out there and what's missing out there. And I think that what we really realized is that what was missing out there is a company that actually focused on the data.
Yeah.
That was the moment we understood we are onto something. Because I actually remember the first time we chatted, and there were so many, the procurement technology started to boom. So many new companies, but all of them, they captured a lot of companies. They fixed a really important problem. They did a great UI on top of the regular processes. That's what, and they had different names for that. Okay, the different names. I will not repeat the names. We all know the names.
Yes, we know
They change the names over time because the buzzword says it like that or like that. We all know that.
Yeah.
But what was actually missing is the fact that everything should start from the data.
Yeah.
And if you do not understand your data, you cannot build the right workflows, the right analytics, the right agentic, the right AI agent. It all should correlate with your data.
Yep.
So now that's where we are. We not only figured it out, we delivered on that.
Which has been amazing to watch. Right, from the cheap seats over here, it's been really fun, because I've seen the two of you, your partner, kind of, build and then step back a little bit, right? Because that's a fine dance of, you don't want to get too far down the road before you say, oh, wait, let's pull back a little bit and then proceed on. And it's just, to me, and I don't know the insides of your company, it seems like the past maybe 18 months, you've been full steam ahead.
Yes, I would say even more than 18 months, but it is shown, I think, to the market in the last 18 months. Before that, we started to see that, I would say even a year before that.
Okay.
But when it started to really scale, when we got to the Fortune 500, when we got to actually one Fortune 500 recommending us to another Fortune 500, when we got to the first renewal of a public company, that's when I think the market started to notice more. So we started to see it when we signed before the first renewal, but I think that companies, like two and a half years ago, when companies signed with us, they felt that we are very early in our process, so the market did not notice that so much.
Yeah.
But once we renewed for multi-years with public companies. Once we, again, signed very large deals, and not only signed, forget about signing. Yes, signing is important. It all starts.
It is very important.
Very important. We need to sign. But we also need to deliver.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And once and I'll give a concrete example. A Fortune 500, unfortunately, I cannot name the name
that's fine with us.
Under
That's fine with
NDA. From agreement to actually starting to use Upstream for the first use case that they defined, including integrating to their ERP, 10 days.
What?
10 days. I will repeat, a Fortune 500,
10 days.
10 days. Now, signing the agreement is one thing. Delivering on that
So
is totally different.
I'm impressed by the client too.
Yes.
Because if the client was that prepared to be implemented, right? Because sometimes that's the
I
struggle.
agree. I 100% agree.
Wow.
But so let's dive into that.
Okay.
Because the customer, they actually came and said, listen, we have a huge vision. We know where we failed when we tried in the past. Let's try one use case. And we tried that one use case, and that use case was very well defined, but not only defined, failed in the past with someone else.
Okay.
Oh.
So that was very, very well defined.
Yep.
But when I say, by the way, failed in the past with someone else, 8 months before they declared it failed.
Well, they just kept going back to
Wow.
8 months.
it. Okay. Okay.
And then they said, okay, let's try with Upstream. 10 days.
Wow. I
Can I
am,
repeat?
I am shocked. I am shocked. But good for you and your company.
Yes, so I think this is a moment that gives you also, we knew that our technology cannot be matched, but that showed us that people see it. And although I cannot name the name, I can tell you that we now work with 2 other companies that this company introduced us
That's
to.
wonderful.
But that's how it goes.
And that's the best, is when
Yep.
you have referrals,
Yep. Word of
referrals
mouth.
say,
Yes.
That's where it happens.
Yes,
Referrals
word of
is
mouth.
where, yeah.
And those 10 days set you apart from your competition,
Exactly.
if you have any. Because 10
we
days, that's insane. 10 days.
Insane. And I'll tell you why we are able to do that. What's so unique about our technology? What we basically do, we connect to all the systems that you have. But then what we actually do is we apply AI, not Gen AI, not language AI, real LLM, real AI engine. We apply AI to the systems that you have. So you connect us, you go, you drink coffee, you go for, it takes 2-3 hours. You come back, we identified from all the system of records that you have, which fields are relevant to the use case that you defined. You come, you have a list. This is the field to read from your SAP. This is the field to read from your Ironclad. This is a field that we recommend that you compute. You want the annual, you want the monthly spend, take annual from the SAP, divide by 12. You don't need to think about all of that.
right.
You now have a list.
Well, you don't have to think about it multiple. You have to think about it once. You have to think, oh, we should do that. Oh, no, because you're
No.
recommending, so you don't even have
You
to
do
think
not
about
need to think about it.
it. You lead them to the answer.
You now come,
Yeah, yeah.
you review what we suggest, and you say, yes, 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 maybe I'll go back to that. Yes, yes. Click now a wizard that tells you, put this in vendor onboarding, this put in vendor offboarding.
Wow.
And that's why you can do it so quickly.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
So I'm going to change the tune here for a minute, because I think one of the things that separates you and makes me very excited about Upstream is, walk me through if I just had a merger and acquisition. It's my favorite.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course. Because let's go back to the example I just gave. We connected to all your systems of record, identified the fields. AI really says which field need to go to each of the flows. Now let's combine M&A into that. Because what happens the day after an M&A? You have a new ERP system in place.
Chaos. Chaos happens.
Chaos. That's before, that's after, that's
During, yes.
Yeah.
But you have now a new, let's focus on ERP, although it's true for any system. You have a new ERP in place. Even if you tell me, oh, it's not a new ERP, we used NetSuite and they use NetSuite. It's the same. No, it's not. Because your NetSuite and your NetSuite are not the same.
Right.
So you have a new ERP in place. Now, we know your workflows. You connect us to the new NetSuite because we're not limited to one ERP. We can support as many ERPs as you want. You connect us to the new NetSuite in this example. And again, you go drink coffee, run, come back. And we tell you, take this field and add it to that flow.
Yeah.
Take that field, add it to that flow. And that's what's so good for M&As and for the other side, for a carve-out.
Yes.
The other side of M&A
The other side is so
not
interesting.
less complicated.
Right. Right.
And that's where enterprises really like us.
Do you want to explain a carve-out, just in case?
Yes. So what is a carve-out? A carve-out is when usually a private equity, but not always, comes and identify one department, one P&L from a bigger organization and carve it out to be an independent entity, an independent company. Maybe it will stand independent, maybe it will be later sold to someone else, but let's leave it as independent for the time being. Now, what happens at this moment in time? What happens is that the new carved out company needs to now review all the vendors of the previous parent company and decide which vendors do I keep, which vendors do I replace, which vendors do I use the parent company, but in 12 months I will change. What's the challenge? If you want to implement any other solution except Upstream, for this process, by the time you finish implementing, the carve-out is done. It's like between 12 to 18 months is a carve-out period. It takes time to implement.
Right.
With Upstream, because you can be live like that, you can buy Upstream at the carve-out point and do all that process with Upstream.
Wow.
It's my favorite too. Those are my favorite two parts of what Upstream does. I mean, I know you do the other stuff well, and I don't diminish that, but I think M&A and cutout, that I don't hear that from others, right? And I've been through that as a problem from a procurement perspective many, many times, and I think that's just really awesome. So we're going, but so. Tell us, is there anything new coming up? Anything you want to share about Upstream?
Yes. So, first of all, before what's coming up, what just happened in the last 2 or 3 months. So I will mention 2 things.
Okay.
One is our agentic analytics. What's so special about our agentic analytic? Not only that you can come now and ask Gen AI, who are my top 10 vendors, what's the risk score, all of that. You can actually save the results as a live board that has charts in it.
Wow.
What do I mean by live board and not dashboard? It's live data. So think about it. We are now connected to all your ERPs. You report to the CFO. The CFO, yes, he knows that there is Gen AI. He will not come and ask the Gen AI anything. He's used to the dashboard. So you come to Upstream. The result of the Gen AI is not just text. It's actually a chart. you can pin the chart into a live board, and now you can share that live board with real-time data with the executives, with the department, with anyone else.
So you're not bringing reports that you go, what's that number? Oh, I don't know. Where'd that number come from?
Yes.
Not really sure. Interesting.
Exactly.
Interesting.
So that's one.
Okay.
The second thing that I want to say that just came out is the fact that we keep saying data synthesizer, we keep speaking about connecting to everything,
Right.
but till lately it required our customers to believe us. Now they don't. We put a UI for that. So they actually see which data we pull from which
From where? So it's
system,
referenceable data.
Yes. Come over to our booth, I'll show you that.
Okay, we'll be over.
You can actually see
Wow.
it. And that was one of our biggest challenges. It sounds too good to be true what we do.
It sounds so obvious that it was needed, and yet nobody ever did it.
And it sounds like you're BSing us in a way, because what are you saying? AI in the background, we cannot. Now we have an UI that shows you that.
Wow.
Oh, wow. So it's one of the things that I am hearing a lot of today is that from different perspectives, I'm hearing companies are saying, we heard our clients talk about fear. Whether they shared a specific fear, we caught on that there was a fear point for them, and we've attempted to overcome it. I think that's an amazing one. That's a really cool one.
I like how you phrased it.
Yes. That's very, very awesome. We're going to see each other December 11th, I understand, in Boston, which is
we are
always
hosting a lunch together.
That is what I
an
hear.
end of year lunch together.
An end of year lunch in Boston.
Yes.
What could be better?
December 11th.
December 11th.
So looking forward to it.
Yes.
Always so great to see you. Your smiley face, always wonderful.
Yes.
Okay, everybody. So Upstream, OPSTREAM, check them out and check out their website. Give them a call. Lots to offer. And we still have more to come here at KonnectHouse. We're only midday, which is
first day.
Midday, first day. Ooh, we might get some coffee next. But great to see everybody, and we will see you again soon. Thanks.
Take care.